You guys are so stupid if you think that any statement you have made in the past is going to play a formative role beyond how much you add that into the consideration. You have to really reconfigure your mind, okay? What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Hasan. I'm broadcast coming to you live from sunny New York City, New York, New York, concrete jungle, where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do now that you're in New York. That's right, folks. I'm wearing the Hot Girls for Zohran shirt. And this is the part of the broadcast where I tell you all about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of Hasan Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God, that's what I'ma do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and bees, that's precisely what I'ma do. Right now, it is July 9th, the original day where the tariffs were supposed to kick in. That's right, the original endpoint of Liberation Day. So the Liberation Day Part 2, I guess. In any case, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, MBs, is July 9th, 2025. I don't know what the weather looks like right now. Let me see. It is 91 degrees and sunny here, incredibly humid in New York City, New York, and I'm having a fantastic time so far. It's actually 2:18 here on the Lower East Side, whereas it is 11:18 in normal time. Normal time, which is, of course, California time. Are you going to watch Superman? Did I not mention to you guys that Superman, I talked to a journalist who watched a screener of Superman ahead of time and said that the screener the journalist told me that it was like very political and actually was like super fucking pro-Palestine. Like anti-Israel straight up. So get ready for the maulding. Get ready for the mauled on that front. But I'm actually stoked to watch it. Time magazine is so funny because like one day they got Jonathan Greenblatt writing articles on Time magazine being like Hasan is basically Kanye West, and then the next day they're naming me as one of the most influential anti-Semites, I guess. It's just like, once again, none of this shit makes sense, okay? And it's all a byproduct of like, it's like all of this stuff is just like people trying to manufacture outrage and sometimes doing it successfully, but in most circumstances not even doing it successfully. It's just fake outrage, though. So I don't know. I need to do more PR. And like by that I mean not PR in like the real media space, cuz like in mainstream media I have a pretty decent I have a tremendous number of articles that people write about me, and it's awesome and it's great, shouts out to mainstream news. But I need to do PR in the internet space because there are a lot of like random content creators who just get all of their information from like Reddit. So if you were to just look at Reddit, or if you were to look at just like controversy, I feel like the way I'm perceived in this in the sphere of influencers is like dramatically different than the way I'm perceived in the adult politics world, right? It almost feels like these are two alternative realities. Now, obviously, for my audience, like mainstream news is way more important, but it does annoy me sometimes when I have like this this notion. Did he see these already? Oh, I haven't seen these yet. The idea of like how I'm perceived by adults who in the political world versus how I'm perceived by like my immediate fucking peers in the Twitch sphere that only look at like only associate my content with like drama that other people are trying to constantly create around me is fucking annoying. And I gotta fix that. You need to be like Uncle Sam and not be aware of anything on the internet? Yeah, but the problem is like I'm also very online. I'm a lot more online than Uncle Sam is. One thing you really need to do is stream on YouTube as well. Yesterday, you tripled majority report viewer count in YouTube. That's an entire audience you haven't tapped into. That's true. Yes, we'll do Alligator Auschwitz as well. Hasan has deleted Twitter like 5 times. No, I delete Twitter from my phone with regular frequency, but then but then I have to like restart it, re-download it when I'm like traveling, because it's like a I need to like re-download it on my phone, because like I need it when I'm out here, when I'm streaming out here, or when I'm like visiting. Like that's my primary mode of communication with other people. FYI, there's an alternative Superman whose crib crashed in the USSR instead of Kansas. It's called Red Sun. I know. I actually recently watched it. I'm coming for you, Zohran. Michael Rappaport is horny for Zohran. Huh, color me surprised. Yeah, I watched Superman Red Sun like a couple days ago, actually. When I was back in LA, before I got, like the last night before I left for New York, I watched it. And what's really interesting about that is, one, it wasn't as like anti-USSR as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't like, I mean, there was definitely, like, from what I understand, the way that they portray the relationship between Stalin and Superman, but then the way that it ends is not as good as the comic book, I guess. Like there is a real Stalin is single-handedly responsible for all of the atrocities in the USSR, so effectively eliminating him will fix the problem. And then there's a period where it's beautiful. The USSR is like Superman saves Korea, unifies Korea, that sort of thing. And like Soviets are rising all around, but then the ending is like kind of lame. Yeah, I remember the local dog catcher thing. It's shit like that outside people will use and abuse against you is valid, but shit like that you got to do PR for? No, you're absolutely wrong about that. That's not... What? Bro, you think the average influencer understands anything about like anti-Semitism or Israel-Palestine? No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is like most people just like associate me with like Asmongold and shit. And because content creators live in a totally separate plane of existence than like normal human beings do. Content creators live in a totally separate plane of existence where all they care about is content. So their association with what I do is not necessarily about like the impact of what I do or what matters or anything like that. Their association with what I do revolves around, oh, he's just doing content, but his content is toxic because it invites a lot of like toxic backlash and toxic feedback from other very toxic content creators who are like constantly harassing people. So like the average person's analysis on like what I do is not like, oh, this is a political content creator, he's like somewhat serious, he's like doing activism or whatever. And it's just like I do fun collabs and memes, he does politics. Like that's his content, right? They just see like they think like my content is basically toxic, and they don't understand. But obviously in the normal sphere, in the normie sphere, like I go outside all the time. It's amazing. Like there are no issues, you know? There are no issues with like the way people perceive me in public. I have no issues with that at all. I'm very happy with that. A lot of people that know you but never watch you assume you are a drama guy because that's all they've seen. Yeah. Why do people online think you're insincere? Because I think a lot of people assume that everyone, like every it's a projection. Content creators themselves are projecting, where they're like, oh, this guy can't possibly care about this shit. He's simply talking about it because he wants to make money. Because I think they're insincere and they don't have like a political project that they care about personally. Understandably, not many people do in the content creator sphere, especially because like they see politics as unnecessarily divisive. They think, well, you know, Republicans buy sneakers too. That's the mentality that a lot of people have. It's like, why would you cut into your audience like that? And a lot of people just like get their gear, like get their information from like a lot of these apolitical drama focused people, and those guys are always saying like, oh, this person must be insincere, he can't possibly believe the things that he is speaking about. But it's all good. We're alive. Let's get it started. Do we have the Hasan millennial core? What is this?
We are young. There's a fire in our soul.
That's crazy.
We go big or go home together. We are young. That's right.
To be fair, this is literally, I mean, I am a millennial. This is millennial core. These are fits that I wore. And at the time when I was wearing these fits, this shit went hard, okay?
We're black and we're white, but we all will be tonight forever. 'Cause we will never die.
Okay, that was Halloween.
No one I know will ever die. Your mom and
That's so fucking stupid. I'm reposting it. I can't believe you used to dress like you were a young, hip youth pastor. I mean, that shit was popping. That shit was popping at that point. That was like, I was a hat guy. I was a hat guy for sure. This never went hard, brother. We made fun of fits like these back then too. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop the Cope Train, 2014, that shit went so nutty, dude. 2014, this shit went nutty. It went nuts, so. Like, this is the 2013 to 2015 era where these fits were crazy, okay? No, it wasn't, bro. I'm a year younger than you. No one wore that shit. I mean, it's all good. Can't believe you robbed us of a peak lobby with Nandre, Ray, and Will. Respond to people more, lazy ass. Dude, I'm in fucking New York, chatter. What the fuck do you want me to do? I'm literally interviewing Mahmoud Khalil out here. I'm doing shit. I can't do it this week. I'll do it next week. Like, what is wrong? Some of you chatters are fucking crazy, bro. I swear to God. Are you on crack cocaine? Chatter? I'm working. What do you want me to do? Anyway, Pharrell Williams 2014 fit? Yes. That's precisely what this is. Like, you work for us? Yeah, I do. But also, you know, time and place. Bring back the Jedediah hat, brother. I will. I'm not bringing it back. You don't get this, man, when people bring up drama slop? I know. Because it's also because this is even dumber than that. So, bro, you wore influencer core. We're the same age. I never wore hats like that. You were a zesty Los Angeles influencer. I'm still a zesty Los Angeles influencer. But yeah. I don't know why people are still railing on this fit. That shit went hard at the time. It's funny now. But my shit's normalized a lot, okay? I'm wearing a lot more normalized things now. My fits have reached a level where it's like no longer as offensive. I deliberately try to like wear normal stuff So I mean, I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt. Like, if you think this is an abnormal fit to have, you're out of your freaking mind. Like, that's crazy. Chat's doing historical revisionism. It was cool back then. Yeah. Slay's so hard in 2014. Don't ever forget. Yeah. Anyway, part of the reason why I'm in Los Angeles, like I was saying, is because I'm in Time 100. Time did 100 creators, most influential digital voices, and they chose me as one of the most influential. They also chose my enemy, Sean Evans. Obviously, I didn't make the cut for the Titans. You got Kai Cenat demands your attention, Alex Earl, Sean Evans, Jimmy Donaldson, also known as Mr. Beast, Olivia Dunn, I don't know who this is, and Kabane Lame, Joe Rogan, Charlie D'Amelio, Devin Rodriguez, Mel Robbins, I don't know who that is either, Alex Cooper, I know, Darman, my goat, Mark Rober, Alan Chicken Chow, Heather Cox Richardson, Nick DiGiovanni, Rhett and Link, which is sick, and then Chicken Shop Date, she's also dope. Livy Dunn, Rizzed Up, Baby Grok. Yeah. Oh yeah. Olivia Dunn is Livy Dunn. Oh, that's right. She rizzed up Baby Grok. Of course. How could I forget? Then you got Marcus Brown Lee on the entertainers section. We got a bunch of content creators on here that made it. Pokimane is on here as well as on the Twitch streamer category. And then you got the leaders: Theo Vaughn, Colin and Samir, Kate McHugh, I don't know who this is, Becky Kennedy, Vivian 2, Khalil Green, Michelle Carre, Gloria George, Jay Shetty, and then your boy, Hasan Abi Piker. Don't know where they found this photo from, but I'll take it. Hasan Abi Piker. Hasan Piker is a socialist streamer by way of Twitch, where he has more than 2.9 million followers who tune into his daily broadcast. Recent topics range from his reaction to news that the U.S. bombed Iran to breaking down his detainment and questioning by Customs and Border Protection at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. A Homeland Security official described the stop as routine. Piker, 33, says he sees himself less as an influencer, more as a guide, ushering his loyal viewership through the day's headlines. I'm more than ever a major advocate for not controlling the flow of information, he tells Time, adding that his own media diet is made up of everything from the New York Times to Al Jazeera to Fox News. Piker has hosted conversations with political figures like Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. He is a polarizing figure who has been temporarily suspended by Twitch multiple times for his commentary, generating press far beyond the world of streaming. After every suspension, he's back at it. I'm very stubborn, and I have my convictions. That's right, baby. What's the deal with Sean Evans? It's a meme that he's my mortal enemy because he beat me when the Hot Ones show first came out. I was up for an award that he was also up for. It was like the best like breakthrough new show, and he won that. So ever since then, I talk about how he's my enemy. Is Speed not on the list? I guess Speed didn't make the cut on this, which is surprising because, I mean, he is, I think, one of the best. Oh, Speed is on the list. Okay, I didn't see him. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it would make sense that he's on the list. Let's be real. I don't know why he's not one of the Titans. Darren Jason Watkins. Oh, Phenoms. He's on the Phenoms side of the list. Okay. He's on the Phenom side of the list. He is a Phenom. That's true. You got Catalysts. You got Phenoms. You got Leaders. Oh, he was like right after me. That makes sense. He was just in my city yesterday. W Speed. Oh, are you in Croatia? They put Darman up there, but not Speed. That's insane. Okay. Randy Fine is a specimen. Croatia. This had me rolling. What is that? Oh, Gal Gadot's acting. Everyone is sending me the same memes. I swear to God. Ever since you lost to Sean Evans, you fell off. I know. I keep falling off, dude. I keep falling on, I think. Let's see this Gal Gadot acting.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. And enough champagne to fill the Nile. Mirror, mirror, magic mirror, who is the fairest of them all? It is our sacred
Khalil, no!
duty, and I'm going to help them. Kyle, no! Max Lord, you're
Is perfect. The dead eyes is perfect. Is she really that bad on screen? I mean, literally all of these are iconic bars. Speed after 3 days in the Balkans. my man's got the fez on. Dude, that's crazy. This is anti-Semitism in my opinion. I mean, it's like, I think what she has done for acting is so damaging that I think any association of her and Judaism is just problematic for Jewish people. Many of them are fantastic actors. Like, think about that. On the Jewish actor side, you got Gal Gadot, or on even like the Israeli actor side, not even just the Jewish actor, but like Israeli actor side, you got Gal Gadot, and then you got fucking what's her face? Oh my God, why am I blanking out on her name? Natalie Portman, who is like the GOAT. Like, the range is so crazy. I do think it has something to do with how much you love Israel, though, honestly, because like Natalie Portman, not the biggest Israel fan, as you guys know, right? And then like she is goated at acting. And then as far as like not even Israeli but Jewish, like Seinfeld loves Israel, absolutely awful at acting. Just something to consider for all the people out there, for all the acting heads out there. Bro, she's literally a liberal Zionist. I mean, Natalie Portman is definitely on the list of like actresses and actors from Israel. She has been a consistently critical voice. Seth Rogen, Larry David. These guys are in the anti-Zionist camp, and they're fantastic. She's no Seth Rogen, I know. New for me, Key Mamdani allies eyeing New York City House Dem primary challenges next. Jeffrey's advisor, if team gentrification wants a primary fight, our response will be forceful and unrelenting. We will teach them all and all their incumbents a painful lesson. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't scare me, no. I'm there. Listen, you can use me. I am a vessel, okay? I'm a vessel. I'm a vehicle for change. If you want to put a progressive person in a primary against someone who is not doing the work, okay, I'm there. I will be your attack dog. If you want me to dial back, I'll dial it back. Okay? That's it. That's it. And the Democrats that don't want to do the work need to either really reconsider whether they want to do the work or not, or they need to reconsider their seats. I think this is fair. I think this is valid. And I think it's normal and healthy. You will be silenced? Question mark. I mean, what do you mean? I will be silenced is like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm literally not on mainstream platforms. Like, I'm not an MSNBC commentator. You know what I mean? I have my own independent thing here. This is what is going on. Did I just hear you say you want to run? No, that's not what I said. This is the Piker Broadcasting Service. Okay? And the Piker Broadcasting Service serves a primary function, which is to be the voice of the people, the voice of the voiceless all around the planet. Okay? The Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the viewers. For you, the viewers. That's it. 9/11 man is never going to be able to run chatter. No, it's not that. I don't like when people say that, dude. Even as a joke, even in jest, when we say shit like that, it kind of annoys me a little bit. I don't think you guys understand. Okay? You are lending credence to silly, cynical statements being made by people who want to make these kinds of statements powerful. It's not a real thing. Okay? Like, these things have been mentioned a million times over. Like, think about it this way. I don't know how many times I have to prove this to you, that this is like irrelevant, when like the reason why I'm in New York is because I'm in the Time 100 most influential. Like, you know what I mean? You have to fucking realize that when you take ownership over cynical lines of attack, like you're giving it legitimacy for no reason. When you say stuff like, well, it makes sense why you wouldn't be able to do this because of 9/11 statements. It's like, dude, what are you, fucking stupid? Do you think it's a real statement? You know? What president? Hasan, that's actually true, though. No one has said that about 9/11 is going to be elected president. Like, I get it. You're talking about anything else. It doesn't matter. But president, bro, I've never said I'm... When have I said I'm running for president? When have I said I'm even running for office? I'm saying I'm not running for office, but the consideration is not because of the fucking 9/11 statements. It doesn't matter, dude. We live in a post... That's what you're responding to? Okay, take a week off. We are living in a post-Trump universe. You guys are fucking delusional and stupid. Donald Trump literally, actively went after John McCain and said, John McCain, who was tortured by the Viet Cong, and literally said, I like my war heroes that weren't captured. You guys are so stupid if you think that any statement you have made in the past is going to play a formative role beyond how much you add that into the consideration. You have to really reconfigure your mind, okay? I'm not running for anything. I'm not running for anything at all. That's not a real thing that's happening, okay? But I will say that you have to make sure that in your mind, this is not a thing that is in consideration for you. Just get it out of your fucking brain. You think like all of this debate drama or all of these like manufactured outrage, manufactured controversies are important. And as they are important, as much as you consider it to be important. Okay? Do you understand? It's only as important as it pertains to your assessment. Like it's a very weird attitude that people have. It's the same shit that like Democrats do when they go, is this person electable? Is this person electable? Like, electability politics is idiotic. It should play no role in your consideration of whether or not you want to vote for someone. Policies should be the only consideration. You're not voting for a popularity contest. You're voting for a politician. Okay? This is not about me at all. This is just about like the mentality that some people have. It is pure liberalism. Okay? It's like weirdly pundit brain shit. That's it. Get it out of your mind. It's inherently reactionary. It's inherently liberal. It is incredibly stupid. It is a poisonous way. It is a poisonous calculus that has plagued incredibly, endlessly electable candidates. And ironically enough, if someone like Zohran operated on that spectrum, he would not have fucking won. Okay? Can you imagine if Zohran had that Kamala Harris ass like slant where he was not even remotely interested in like identifying issues that that New Yorkers had, and then unconditionally slamming those issues in every single media moment that matters. Can you imagine if he was like, well, I have to like channel the focus tested, means tested policies that my fucking advisors are telling me. Okay? Why do you act like he already won the city? I mean, he hasn't yet, but I'm talking about the primaries. Like, this is stupid to do with like manufactured outrage online, but it's especially stupid to do. It's especially stupid to do with political campaigns in general. Okay? So don't do that. Optics do matter to a certain degree. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, okay? Because people are taking this awful parasocial behavior out into the real world. Yeah. Optics do matter to a certain degree, of course. I mean, this is a political race. A political race can only be won by a political race can only be won if you are popular. But it is healthy for you guys to consistently remind yourselves that the most significant aspect of a political campaign is not the optical issues that some other random person might perceive, but the policies themselves. Okay? People don't care about policy, which is why so many Bernie hopefuls swap to Trump based on purely vibes on popularity. I wish there's someone I could get a beer with think would die off. No. I mean, you can be a cool person. You can be someone who people can get a beer with, but also simultaneously focus on the important issues that matter, the policies that matter. That's it. Also, I think you're miscounting how much Trump's policies played a role in his perception. Not to get like not to dive too deep into it, but like Trump presenting himself as anti-war, that's both political and an optical victory over the Democratic Party that worked twice. Okay? Didn't people like Mark Robinson lose because of past comments and bad things they said / did? Cases like that, Roy Moore, even Mastriano. Dude, you're comparing people who were like, I am Black Adolf Hitler, who is into like really fucking weird kinky shit in nude Africa forums, to like to fucking people trying to loosely associate with like you know, my assessment on blowback, like America's involvement in Middle Eastern affairs leading to 9/11. Like, there is no comparison there. Do you see what I mean? Like, obviously, if you're like a fucking straight up psycho and you don't already have like the established brand that Trump has, and you're on top of that, you're black and you're running for the Republican side, these are all going to be major hurdles in front of you. Okay? You can't be like an incredibly controversial individual. There is, I'm not saying that like none of it matters. Of course, there are instances where like you can't be that toxic of a fucking individual. Like Roy Moore was a pedophile. Like Roy Moore was such a prolific pedophile that like he had the local police did not want him going to the fucking local mall.